My name is Oswin Benjamin, and I'm here with AllHipHop. I love you and God loves you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm here. I'm next to the man. You know, I only interview who I like or who I know about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting next to Oswin Benjamin.
What's going on?
How you
I'm
doing?
well.
Yo, man, we go back.
Yeah.
Go back a few years, man.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want you to tell the infamous
You know I was
story.
gonna do it.
I know you
was gonna do
were.
it.
I know you were.
Oh.
So you got to tell everybody the infamous story before we really go
Oh,
into the
man.
interview.
What was that? 2012.
Something like that.
2012.
2013.
I remember Kendrick Lamar just dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and he had a open forum Q&A / listening at the Apple Store in Soho.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Soho, and this was before the locks. I had a fro, and I was there. My man's hit me, say, "Yo, you gotta pull up Kendrick Lamar. Yo, you gotta rap for him." I said, "I'm a rap for Kendrick." He said, "Yo, we gonna find a way. We gonna make it happen." So I remember I went. He did his thing. He was talking. He was like, "There's any questions?" I was the first hand to go up. Dude gave me the mic. He was like, "What's your question?" Or Chuck was like, "Oh, what's your question?" And I was just like, yo, you mind if I give you a 16? Chuck was like, yeah, that's not really a question. I was like, yo, but it is though. Like, I asked if I could give him a 16. And Kendrick was just like, yeah, do your thing. So I rapped. It was more than a 16. And then, like, I got hyped. The joint came out, Apple Music or whatever the case is. I think it was Apple Music. Yeah, it came out on Apple Music. And they cut my whole verse out.
Yeah, man. The
Cut
did you dirty.
Cut the whole, and I told all my friends like, "Yo, I rap for Kendrick. It's gonna be on the Apple Music joint." Joint came out. Everybody's like, "Oz, you lied. We was looking for it. It wasn't there." So that was my first time ever.
I thought I encouraged you to rap. That's how I recall
Nah. It was just like, I mean, that's not. I get it though. I get why. It's just like, this is.
I prefer to think
you're not really here for that. We're
Right.
here for questions. So I get it at the time, but I was, coming up ambitious. Yo, I gotta rap. I gotta, you know what I mean. So you did it respectfully, because it's happened again later on in my career,
Right.
and it wasn't done as respectfully.
Right,
So I
right.
appreciate.
Salute.
I appreciate you for being respectful about it,
because
man.
you know when it comes to those type of things,
You never know.
Everybody gonna want to do it, but you just got to do it.
Yeah.
No matter what, you just got to do. You just got to go for it.
Yeah, man.
You
This
know what
crazy
I'm
how
saying?
everything come back around.
that's
I'm here
dope.
sitting like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we here now. So
Yeah.
before we go, I would drop the album.
It's all good. I dropped it too. April, my first album dropped. You know what I mean? Godfrey.
Godfrey.
I'm getting nice,
I got a
Carol.
physical album. I'm so happy.
Getting nice.
We got to get back to physical albums, man. For real.
It's important.
I mean, okay, we're not going back to physical albums.
We not.
But
Best Buy don't even hold them no more.
I know. I know. That's crazy, right?
It's ridiculous.
Crazy. Walmart does though. Target does.
Okay.
Target definitely does. If y'all still go to Target. So let's talk about the album a little bit, and then we're gonna get into some other things.
Let's do it.
So I listened to the album
Okay.
a couple times. And I was
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Okay, we doing some things here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of versatility on the album. First of all,
For sure.
a lot of versatility. Before we get into the hip hop part, you sing.
I've been singing my whole life, bro.
Okay.
Singing, grew up in the church. And I mean, like, grew up in it.
Yeah.
7 days out the week, we was in church 8.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and, like, singing on Sunday mornings for the main service. You know what I mean? Like, my mom would sing for the service too. My father played the guitar. You know what I mean? So we was all, that was our thing.
Right.
So I never thought I was gonna rap, bro.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be Kirk Franklin or Donnie McClurkin or somebody.
Right.
And you know what I mean? I had a terrible ear for melodies, and I was really into poetry. So I would mimic people and make fun of people a lot coming up. So the rap
Artists?
thing, yeah, like I would, like impressions like Snoop and Akon and Drake, and you know what I mean? Like I would do stuff like that for entertainment.
Right.
And then, it later on picked up, there was certain pivotal points in my life that picked up, and it was like, wow, maybe this rap thing is really what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, since you said it, I was going to get into that too, but I didn't realize the spirituality until the album too.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I was like, wait, hold up. And I was like, is he a gospel rapper? Like, I was like low key, like, wait, he cursed, so not quite one. But
yeah.
talk about your spirituality and how you weave that in and out on Godfrey.
It's this. So the thing with the spirituality, I get that a lot from my mother and my father, and it's more so with the music. My thing was, if I got it, it didn't start off like that. By the way, I just wanted to prove to people I was nice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So when I would rap, it'll be to prove that.
Right.
Yo, I gotta show everybody I'm nice. When I saw that people started to listen, it was just like, all right, cool. Now I got the ears of people. I gotta say something.
Yeah.
And my mom would impart that too. Like, all right, cool. If you gonna do this, she wasn't with it at first. She heard the niggas and stuff like that in the beginning, and she wasn't with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what ended up happening was, she was like, yo, if you're gonna use this, I mean, I'm not with it, but if you're gonna use your voice, you know what I'm saying, people are listening, say something.
Yeah. Right.
So the spirituality, it was always, I never wanted to come off as a gospel rapper or a Christian rapper, because I'm not. I'm just I'm an artist that love God, and that's also a human being, and I teeter or walk that line of trying to balance both. You know what I mean? So that's my main thing, has always been to say something. Though, if somebody's gonna listen to you, and music is powerful. If you got that platform to say something, then say something, make it count.
So let me ask you a couple questions.
Talk to me nice.
Are you a thug?
No. Nah. That's
Did
not
you sell drugs?
for a little bit?
Okay, for a little bit.
For a little bit.
I won't ask what.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Very, very short window. It's not my thing.
Okay. And you born in Brooklyn but raised upstate.
Newburgh, yes.
Okay.
845.
This climate. So I'm not a complainer. I find good hip hop wherever I go.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But I will say this. The balance is annoying me, that the balance is off. It's annoying me. So I've been taking real special time out to listen to artists
Yeah.
that don't kill too many people.
For sure.
They don't sell mad weight.
Yeah.
And they just talk about regular stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
It's real life stuff.
You need a space for that. And I think you capture that.
I appreciate that.
But how does it work for you surviving in this environment?
I think surviving is an interesting word. I think I'm existing more so than surviving. I feel like where I'm at is, it's a slow grind, but I'm not looking for the next hit that's gonna pop. Yeah. I'm leaving breadcrumbs for my legacy. So everything that I'm doing, you'll be able to look back 10 years and say, yo, he's always been on this. Yeah. He's always been doing this. And there's a place and time for certain things. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a huge Black Star fan. Right. Huge Mos Def, Yasin Bey, Talib Kweli. I'm a fan. But if I'm going to a club, I don't wanna hear that in there. You know what I mean? And it's like, these people that's progressing, and shout out to all of the little niggas that's progressing right now. Shout out to them, but they exist in a space, and it's appreciated. You know what I mean? And I know where I would go to find things that are edifying to my mind and my spirit. I know where to find that, and it's there. Yeah. It's just not glorified or on the forefront, but it's definitely there. It's a bunch of dudes that I'm in communion with that are dope. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of Chris Rivers, Denzel Porters, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rod the producers, and these people that make music for, like you said, people like us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Regular people going through regular things. So, nah, it's there.
Yeah, facts. Who do you run with? Like, who is your tribe in hip hop?
There's so many. It's the Marlon Crafts, the Dot Demos. Chris Rivers, the Denzel Porters. Yeah. Man, it's so it's a lot of them, and I'm drawing a blank, and I'm a hate myself for watching this later on. It's all good. You know what I mean? And even like female MCs, Flo Kennedys, Kumbayas. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot.
You work with Sway and Kelly.
Yes.
The legends, the 1-2 punch,
For
the
sure.
body blow and the headshot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, definitely. How is it working with them?
Honestly, it's been amazing. It's been eye opening, and it's been it's been a learning experience. For people to believe what you're doing and to the point where they want to invest in you. Not just time, but time, money, and connections. Like, it takes a lot to do that.
Yeah.
And I know for me, as an artist, you get not ungrateful, but you get eager. You know what I mean? Because you've been doing what you've been doing for so long.
Right.
So you figure like, yo, I just want this to happen. I want that to happen. And you have people that's been in the game that's kind of holding your hand through this fog that you ain't never been through before. And they like, yo, I got you. Right. I know what it look like, but we got all of this set up on the other side of the fog that you can't see yet. So just trust that when we get past this fog, there's some fire on the other side. You know what I mean? But being young and being in it, it's difficult to see that at times. So they've been super patient with me, you know what I mean, and my journey, and they've been able to help me navigate through certain situations and have opened doors for me that I don't think I'd have been able to open, you know what I mean, on my own. Like, some of the illest people I looked up to in hip-hop, we, like, friends now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Lupe is the homie now. Robert Glasper, that's the homie. Chris Dave, that's the homie. Royce the 5'9", that's the, you know what I mean? Like, these are people I looked up to coming up. And now, you know what I'm saying, because they've opened up their, you know what I'm saying, their network to me, I'm able to have conversations with legends, you know what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative, first and foremost.
I saw you in a picture with Ghostface and Fab. Seen you in a picture with who else? I mean, you always in picture with legends.
Yeah.
You got a song with Styles. You got, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, from my vantage point, I always got to put a lid on it to, like, really just push down my emotions. Like, I'm too excited. But like, yo, I'm next to, you know, LL is right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whoever. How do you feel about it?
There's times where I got to, like, I've been taught coming up, it's kind of like, all right, cool, that's dope, but what's the next thing? Yeah. And moving with that mindset is very difficult to encapsulate moments when they happen. So I've been learning to turn that part of my brain off because everybody doesn't get that opportunity. So when I'm next to people and, you know what I mean, like, legends, it's one thing to be next to them. Right. It's another thing for them to know who you are. Yeah, true. You know what I mean? So being respected by some of the greats that ever do it is humbling. Yeah. And it's nerve-wracking a little bit because now I know there's a certain standard that I need to uphold, and I hold myself. That's serious to me. So it's like, yo, I don't ever want to get a call from a Styles P or a DMX like, yo, what are you doing? Right. I don't want to get a call from a Clark Kent like, yo, bro, that was trash. Right. You know what I mean? So it's I create now with a certain standard and a certain bar, and it's like I can't ever fall below this. This is the minimum. Everything needs to be above this bar that I'm setting for myself.
Do you ever get anxious where you want to conform, or where you like, let me just do this, like this popular type of style to perhaps open the market up a little bit?
I've tried it, you know, just to see, because one thing I never want to be is a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? I feel like content is content, and the only thing that changes is the music that's around it. Yeah. So if I could talk about whatever, you know what I mean? But the only thing that's changing as time is coming up is just the instrumentation. So there's been times I tried it and it was terrible. Yeah. I done recorded things that's gonna stay in the hard drive forever. Right. You know what I mean? Just trying different things out, trying different styles, but I've never been pressed to put that out into the world, only because, like, I'm gonna be mad as hell if I put out some trash and it pop. Yeah. And then that's the song that I gotta perform for the rest of my life. Right. I'm gonna be so tight. Yeah. So it's like, nah, I'm not even gonna play myself. Right. You know what I mean? Everything I put out, I enjoy performing. So, and I know it's different for me performing from a real place. So everything I put out is real. It's authentic to me or to the people around me, and I'm gonna just keep it like that. If anything, the instrumentation to change around the message, but I'm not. That's them. They're special for what they do. Yeah. They over there with that. I'm over here with it. So kudos to them niggas. Yeah.
Who do you want to work with? Like, you seem to have pretty good, like, a lot of opportunities ahead of you. Like who Who would you like to get on the track?
Kels, and Anderson .Paak, for sure. I'd like to get that done. Yeah, this management.
Yeah.
The you know what I'm saying? The body and the head.
Yeah.
Speaking this into the air.
Absolutely.
Just like management. No, Andre 3000 would be great.
Oh, that's a big ass.
You know, you got to shoot for
You
it.
have to pray. You got to call.
You know what I mean?
The big.
Hey, I'm putting it's documented. So when it happens, we could come back.
Okay.
Andre, Kendrick.
Yeah,
for sure.
You gotta get Kendrick.
You know what I'm saying? Chance the Rapper, Pharrell, Rick Rubin.
Speaking of Rick Rubin,
yeah.
What you were in his house or something? Like, what was that about?
Yeah.
Because I follow you on social.
Yeah. Okay. Bro, it was a life changing experience. Shout out to Chris Dave for that. I got the call. He was just like, "Yo, I'm working on an album, and you know, if you could be in LA between a certain amount of days, like, I'd love for you to, you know what I'm saying, be a part of this." And I was just like, "All right, cool." And I was like, "Where's it gonna be?" I just sent me the information. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be in Rick Rubin's spot." I was like, "Nah, he's bugging." I was like, "Yeah." So I went. And this is an exclusive, right?
Word.
Let me tell you what happened, dog.
Okay, tell me.
This one is crazy. So I went there. I had about like $48 to my name to get to the spot I was staying at. To Rick Rubin's spot, the Uber was 40 cash.
Right.
And I'm talking to my girl on the phone, and I'm just like, "Yo, something is telling me that I need to go there tonight." Cause I got the call. And Chris was like, "Yo, you could come tonight or come tomorrow." And I was like, "Yo, I'm out here to work, so let's get the work done." I'm on the phone with my girl, and I'm just like, "Yo, the Uber's 40 cash. I don't know how many days I'm going to be up there, but something's telling me I got to go tonight."
Right.
And she's just like, "Yo, but how you going to figure everything else out? Like, how you going to eat?" I was like, "It don't matter. I'll drink water." So, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, but I need to be there. I need to be there. I feel it. So, bro, I'm like, yo, I waited a little bit and went from $48 to like $64. And I was just like, damn, nah, I'm going to wait for that to come down. So then, you know, I spent the 40 cash. I went over there. And, you know, I'm there, whole bunch of musicians. I look at the estate. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, like the Bob Dylan tour bus. I'm just like, yo, I saw all of this before. So I'm bugging out. I'm tripping. So Chris Dave was just like, "Yo, look, here's these records. You think you could get them done? It's cool." It was so much discipline that took place in that time. I went to the tour bus. There wasn't no service on the tour bus.
Right.
So he was just like, "Yo, you want the Wi-Fi?" I was like, "No, I'm good." Because I don't even want to be distracted to go check Instagram or whatever. I was like, "Yo, let me knock these joints out." So I'm knocking them out, and I'm getting OD hungry. And I'm just like, "Nigga, this is Shangri-La. Ain't no Wendy's around here." You know what I mean? So I'm like, "Damn, all right, cool. All right." So I'm seeing everybody drink bourbon. Not the smartest thing. So I was just like, "Yo, I'm going to drink bourbon and hold it down."
Right.
I'm going to go to the kitchen, get some bourbon, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be as hungry.
Right.
Dog, I go from the tour bus to the kitchen, and I see a dude in a blue hoodie just sitting there chilling. I'm just like, "Yo, this dude look wild familiar." I get the bourbon. The dude took his hoodie off. Nigga, Kendrick Lamar is in the kitchen.
What?
Bro.
Get out.
Kendrick is in the kitchen just chilling. Now, mind you, the same thing with you. I've been speaking, you know what I'm saying, like trying to manifest things into the air for a while. I ran into Kendrick 3 times prior to this and wasn't able to really chop it up with him. Like once was at the BET Awards. I saw him again 2012 for your joint, and then I think he did something at Best Buy when Good Kid, Mad City dropped. And I'm just around for all these times. I'm just like, yo, I gotta chop it up with him. And I remember specifically at the BET Awards, I was talking to Kelly and Sway, and I was just like, yo, I'm mad I didn't get a chance to see Kendrick. He was right next to me, bro, and I didn't even know it was him.
Okay.
And Kelly and Sway was like, you know, it's good that you didn't meet him now, and you meet him on a level where it's a respect amongst peers, and it's not I'm a huge fan.
Right.
So the fact that I met him at Rick Rubin's crib, it was crazy. Finally got a chance to chop it up with him.
That's dope.
And then like the interns took care of the food for the whole time I was up there.
Okay.
So I ate the best that I've eaten in 3 days off of $8 and just faith. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Dope experience, bro. I cried up there.
Yeah.
I was walking around there with my socks on, wilding. You know what I mean? Like I was bugging out, but it was a dope experience.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. Yo, but that's
That's
what
God.
patience will do. I was gonna ask you about that, just being patient and faithful. Like how it's gotta be difficult. I mean, Sway, Sway is, before me, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're in the game for a long time, you see rappers come, you see rappers go.
Yeah.
You see people make bad decisions.
Fact.
And it changes everything. The whole nine.
Yeah.
So it's hard to envision being in that position when you just aren't fully sure. I mean, you have great managers, that helps incredibly. But how is it for you just to have that level of faith?
My grandmother, you can't curse on here, right?
You can curse.
All right, cool. My grandmother, she would tell me something like when I was younger. She said, "Yo, if it's an ass whooping on your deathbed, for you to get before you leave out of here, what's for you, you're gonna get it.
Right.
You can't miss what's for you. You know what I mean? So with this whole situation, I'm not worried about the people that came and went. That was their journey. That was their path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm here right now, and I've been chosen amongst millions of people that's trying to pursue this as a career, to have the opportunities that I've had.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping on, yo, what if I mess this up? I know, like, all things are going to work together for good. You know what I mean? Like, it's biblical. So there's no way I could lose.
Right.
Even if I'm there's no door that's going to be open that's not supposed to open. There's nowhere I could go that I'm not supposed to be. And even if it may look like a loss at the time, it's a lesson in this perspective. And that's one thing that I've been focused on shifting is my perspective. Like, I can't lose, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't lose. I'm either winning or I'm learning.
Right.
So I'm not tripping on where I'm supposed to be or where I'm not supposed to be. I'm always where I'm needed to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not tripping.
What's your ultimate goal? Like, what do you like? A lot of people have platinum dreams, and some want to have like a career or a 10-year, 20-year, whatever journey. What's your goal?
As of right now, because I know you change and you grow, and the things that you see changes. For right now, I want to be able to not survive but live off of my art. You know what I mean? Off of the music. I want to be able to create and have that fund everything else around me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got a nephew. You know what I'm saying? That was just born.
Yeah.
Well, I was born like a year ago, and I want to make sure he don't ever need nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to work. I want to continue to do what I enjoy doing and have that create more opportunities. Right. And I feel like that's already been happening. So my goal and my vision is already underway.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now, if you weren't rapping, what would you be? If you weren't an artist,
I'd be in the NBA.
Oh, yeah?
I tell Kels this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Tell Dave East I got the smoke for him. Tell J. Cole I got the smoke for him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Tell Quavo I got the smoke for him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? We could set up that All-Star game. I'm putting that into the air too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
A hip-hop All-Star game?
We could do that. We could do it on the big stage. We could do it during All-Star weekend. We could do whatever. Set it up.
Who's your starting five? Who's your team?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I've always been a fan of players, and whoever sees it's going to be like, nah, he not a real fan.
Right.
My favorite player ever is Steve Francis.
Okay. Steve Francis.
He ain't nobody's favorite player but mine.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah. It's cool. I'm a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Francis. Does that make you disappointed? You get it. You get it. You know what I mean? I grew up in that N1 era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I toned it down. My body don't move like how I used to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But, yeah, that's, that was my favorite player. So, players like that, I would, model my game after the Marburys, Derrick Roses. You know what I mean? Of all time?
For your starting five.
My starting five? That's current.
It don't matter.
Because I pick Akeem Olajuwon over anybody.
Okay. Yeah,
over anybody that's the most. He had the most finesse, bro. Yeah. The most finesse. Who had more finesse than Akeem Olajuwon? Nobody, bro. There was. I think Shaq is the most powerful center of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
But the most finesseful, bro. Had to be Akeem Olajuwon, bro.
Shout out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar though, just on the strength, because he statistically
legendary.
is the greatest of all time.
Legendary.
Statistically, he's better than Jordan.
I mean,
statistically speaking,
it's a lot of stats that go overlooked. If you gonna say that, then you got to put Bill Russell in there. Who got more rings than him?
Of course. You know
what I mean? But he's not in that conversation because I feel like that conversation is based around finesse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we can have this talk. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even the NBA dude like that anymore, man. So,
yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm digging up old facts to make me sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's working. It's working.
It's working.
My man.
I'm
We figured it out.
Steve Francis? Okay, yeah, all right, word.
I'm from the Keith Van Horn, Jason era. You know what I'm saying? Wally Zerbiak, Jeff Hornacek era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm from that time.
Okay.
What we doing, Carol? What we doing? You know what I mean? I'm here. Man.
All right. Now your new single, Personal. Believe it or not, before you announced that was a single, that's the one song I listened to like back to back to back to back. I listened to it like, yo, for real, like back to like at least 4 times in a row.
That's dope. That's dope.
Talk about that record, why that's the single.
Well,
clearly it's the single.
Yeah, so that record, if I'm being honest, it wasn't even gonna happen.
Yeah.
What ended up happening was we was at South by Southwest putting a set together, and I was just like, man, I got old songs that, let me just see if they still work. So I put one in the me and Rod, the producer, we was getting a set together. I was like, yo, let's try this out. And it was a song. It had an old beat and all that. The beat was, you know what I'm saying? The beat was cool. And Kelly was there. And I was just like, yo, what song is that? And why haven't I heard it? I was like, this is an old song from years ago. She was just like, all right, cool. So we're going to remake the beat. We're going to put that on the album.
Yeah.
I was like, this? For real? Like, nah, this song is whack. She was like, I'm telling you. There was a couple songs on there that I wasn't with. And Kels was just like, yo, I'm telling you this is going to work. And I listened, and those are the favorites on the album. Okay. You know what I mean? But that's how that came to be. That was an old record with a new beat on it.
You got one line about which one of y'all gonna pay my bills or something?
Yeah.
Like, which bill are y'all gonna pay?
Yeah, which one of these bills is you paying? Yeah. Ain't that weird? How everybody try to tell you what to do and they don't got a hand in what's going on?
Definitely.
I was in a place of frustration when I wrote that. I was mad.
Yeah, I could tell.
I was mad.
I could definitely tell. So what's next for you? Touring? You working on a new project yet, or
everything?
I know this one just came out this year, but you know how.
You gotta keep going. I just started working on the new joint, just getting ideas out. I don't wanna. I know it's this stigma. Yeah, you gotta keep up with the times, man. I saw a Jay-Z interview, and he was just like, yo, I'm worried on them. I'm worried about what I'm doing. Yeah. What they doing over there, that's cool. Yeah. I'm moving at my pace because nobody's gonna talk about what the album is gonna sound like if you rush it. Right. They just gonna say that this is a whack album. Yeah. But they gonna tell you to hurry up and put out a new one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not rushing my creative process for nobody. I'm gonna always make sure that the quality of the work is on top of the quantity. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm trying new things out for the new album. As far as touring, we figuring that out too. Okay. I know the 25th and the 26th, I got a show in Rough Trade in Brooklyn, and then on the 26th, I got a BMI show at SOB's, and that's what we starting off with right now.
Okay. Kelly is commanding you.
Oh, I'll forget about that. I'm sorry.
Y'all, Kelly's in the background. She
makes sure that I'm here. I just shot my. I had a role in my first.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Lena Waite, right?
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's a slam dunk or hang on the rim. Yeah.
That's one of the most genuine people I've ever met, man. Shout out to Lena Waite. She's amazing.
Well, tell us about the role.
So it's a movie called 40-Year-Old Version. Rada Blank, who's also an amazing screenwriter. She's a star. I'm a co-star in the joint, and it was the first time me ever shooting a movie. There's a couple cameos in there too, man. It's dope. it was different. You know what I mean? It was different. It's like it's not like a music video.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people think it is.
Nah,
a big music video.
Nah, it's different. Like that's the first time I had to like read and memorize dialogue and look at it in the mirror and say like how would I say this if I you know what I mean? Like that was a whole different experience for me.
Right.
I never been in a situation like that, and I originally wasn't gonna do it because I was nervous.
Yeah.
And Kelly was the one that pushed me to get it done from Africa, bro.
Right. Wow.
From Africa.
You shot in Africa?
Nah, she called me. Oh, we was in the phone. She
called you from Africa.
I called her, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I can't remember the line. She was just like, bro, this is a movie.
Right.
Stop being scared and get it done. Yeah. She picked up the phone from Africa, bro. Wow. She was around zebras and lions and all that. Put everything on hold.
Really, you gonna do that?
That's what she did. She was around zebras and lions and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put all of that to the side and was just like, bro, you're bugging. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're bigger than music already. You need to see that. Yeah. So go do this, and if it don't work, it don't work. Yeah. But don't not do it. So I listened to it, and I got it done, and I ended up getting a role. And that's supposed to be coming out soon. I auditioned, auditioned, got the call back, got the role, and you know what I mean? I was shooting for about a month.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. So you got the bug. Like Dave East, Joey Badass. Yeah. Who else? Who else is out here? There's a bunch of people in the Woo show.
Yeah. That was crazy. And I'm seeing
Dime a Dozen is in there.
Yeah, shout out to Dime. That's the homie. Shout out to Dime, bro. Yeah, but it's different. It's a different world, and it shows you that you don't got to be a monolith in this thing, man. You could do. God gave you the ability to do more than one thing. Do more than one thing, and don't be concerned about how people gonna look at you if you branch out.
Yeah. Well, I noticed you refer to your music as art, and if you're an artist, you know there's a lot that comes with that. Not just not rapping. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Yeah. So you gonna do a singing album next? What's good?
I mean, if that's what the vibe is, I'm not holding back. I'm not holding back nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I put on a beat and it's telling me to sing on some joint, I'm gonna sing on it.
I ain't mad at you, man. Know what I mean? You know, I ain't even like into the R&B like that. I mean, but when I hear something I like, I'm like, yo.
You ain't hear no good R&B in a while. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's some out there. I ain't gonna act like there's nothing out there, cause it is. You know, you got your Her and
Summer Walker.
Yeah. And, like you said, Anderson .Paak. It's a lot going on. I'm not even hating, but last night I heard the SOS band on the Soul Train Awards, and I was like, yo.
Word? I missed it. It was crazy.
I'm just saying, SOS Band and Sherelle and all that old stuff, like that old
it
stuff.
Make you feel
different.
Something.
A little. What they say that hits different.
It hit different.
Yeah,
it hit different, bro. It hits super different.
Yeah, but that song, I forget the name of it. It's like right before a personal or one or two before a personal. I forget the name of it. Let's see, what we doing here? Which one is it?
Own Way.
Maybe it is that. Did you sing on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Own Way.
Yes.
That joint tight.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that joint tight.
I had a lot of I had help with that because in this process, the process of making this album was a huge transition for me from just rapping my ass off to making music. So shout out to Anthony King and shout out to Rod the producer. They was just like, yo, look, put the notepad down. Yeah. We gonna put the mic in the middle of the room, and we gonna bounce ideas off of each other, and we gonna build what you feel, as opposed to what you think about. Stop thinking so much. You don't got to think with all your art. Right. Some of it is, you know what I'm saying. Some of it you think about. Some of it you just feel and you get it done. And that's a huge lesson I learned from that making that song.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Nothing wrong with working with people like people. Yeah. MCs be like, yo, I gotta write every single bar. I gotta pick every beat.
Yeah, I mean when it comes to the raps though, that's all. I write all just to be. I don't want, you know what I mean. I write all of that myself.
But it's a big fallacy, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But it's a big fallacy that the rapper did everything.
Nah, that's not true. Right. That's not true. If it was up to me, the project wouldn't sound like this. Yeah, okay. It'd sound like 90s hip hop and boom bap.
People don't realize Big had a lot of help. A lot of help. So
he didn't want Juicy, right?
Nah, he wanted Machine Gun Funk. He wanted that. Now imagine his career if Machine Gun Funk was like his first single.
Yeah.
We don't,
Yeah.
might not be talking about him right now. For real. Not in the
Yeah,
same
he
way.
didn't want Juicy at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, I'm gonna end this on on a give advice note. Since you aren't what you would call a veteran,
Yeah.
but you've been around for a minute
Mhm.
and you're still growing.
For sure.
So what kind of advice can you impart on someone that's the you when you rap for Kendrick?
Man. Yeah. Believe in that cheat code that we all have, and that's telling your story. Can't nobody tell my story better than me.
Right.
So I don't gotta act like I'm trying to be real when I'm on stage. I don't gotta act like I'm trying to be real when I'm in the booth, because I'm telling my story. And your story doesn't necessarily mean things that happen to you. Your story could be things that you've seen, things that's around you. You know what I mean? And be all right with exploring all areas and facets of your story. The fun part, the sad part, you know what I'm saying? The heartbreak, the love,
right.
all of that is what makes your story you. And if you could pull from that place, one, you'll never run out of content, and it'll always feel genuine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Salute. Everybody, if you go to a store and you see this album,
Let me know where it's at.
get it. Otherwise, Spotify, Apple,
Everywhere.
Tidal, all the retailers online.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Big salute, man.
Man, thank you.
Glad to finally interview you myself.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I appreciate this, man.
Word. Salute.
Word.